Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to another car boot haul video featuring Beans the cat. Say hi, Beans. There she is. That's a little Beans. Yeah. So, we did really well today, despite how terrible the weather was. I think it's getting to the time of the year where I really need to start checking the weather because it's really bad out there. It absolutely came down torrentially. Worst I've ever seen it at the big car boot. So I left, went to the car boot I never go to, and just as I arrived, went torrential there as well. Anyway, good sellers, good finds today. Let's get stuck in. So, this little bundle here mostly came from one seller. All this stuff here really came from one person. So, I got there just as they were setting up. They had a load of Action Man stuff, but this was the only Action Man thing that took my interest. It was an Action Man base camp, and all these bits slide out, and you've got this thing in here, and then it like opens up at the other side, and there's like a compartment, and in the compartment there's like all these little cards and things. So I picked that out, and I said how much to the lady, and she said £2. So I thought, it's not as cheap as I'd like, but it's not unreasonable either. Then she kept finding other little bits of paper, and she'd just go, I think that goes with that. So I was just like, yeah, I think you're right. So then I found this little phone thing. I was like, yeah, that goes with that as well. Oh, and that, yeah, that's part of it. And this thing, maybe this thing actually is. And that, yeah, that's part of it. And then she was like, and this torch too, yeah, that goes with it too. So yeah. And then she found some binoculars and something else, and she was like, oh no, there's something different, you've got to pay separately for them. So, never mind. Anyway, what else did we pull out first? I'm going to forget how it all worked out. But we bought two lots from her. The first lot was £8, the second lot was a £5. We got this, which is nice. This is one of those Tiger handheld games. Don't know if it's worth anything, but Action Man again. This, which I'll keep if I think it is what I think it is. Or if it is what I think it is. I think it's Jeffrey, isn't it? All kids of all ages, all under one roof, was called Toys R Us, Toys R Us, Toys R Us. But did he ever have a hat like that? And on the bottom it says T, R, G and C. So I don't know if that really is what I think it is, or whether it just looks similar. This, I don't have any clue what this is from. It's just some weird looking thing. This very cool little knife. This is going to be good for D&D. Nice little dagger there. Jaggedy and cool. Just your bog standard Buzz Lightyear. Woody's horse. I don't know what it's called. A different Buzz Lightyear. Probably not worth an awful lot, but probably less common than the other variety. This big Hulk from 2003. Little Angelica pencil topper. This Ovaltine rabbit. This, which has 0 maker's mark on at all. I would think even if it was something like Chap May, it would say something, but it literally says nothing. So who knows what this is from. This little gun here, which is Chap May, and makes a cool noise, which cats don't like. So there's that. There's this old school Spider-Man. And then this is really unusual. There's this Buzz Lightyear Transformer. I have never seen a Buzz Lightyear Transformer before. Is that secretly worth some money? Who knows? She had a big box of toys, and one of the trader guys that I'm not really friendly with was having a rummage through as I was looking at Action Man and teddy bears and stuff. In fact, when I was going through the teddy bear box, he just pushed in and had a little rummage, and I was a bit peeved. Anyway, the woman grabbed the box of toys that he was looking in and was like, don't worry, love, I'll pour them all out. Walked over to me, dumped them in front of me, and I just went, nab, 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 and got all the good stuff. And he just shot me this look like, you little... And I thought, no, you snuck in and tried to push him when I was looking through the bag of teddies. You got your comeuppance, mate. There's also a teddy bear included in this lot that I've got to the side. We'll show you that in a mo. Next little lot, these were 20p each. So we got this little bootleggy ninja fella, very cheap, very modern, load of rubbish. And these 3 things that look like they're micro machine size. They're not. They're very cheap plastic, very modern, load of rubbish. But 80p there. Before we move on, might as well do these. This was from our nice friend Sue. Network Southeast Rail, and this one says Thames Link Network Southeast 2. I guess it's some sort of paperweight. On the back it says Monday the 26th of April 88, Mr. David Jones something. So yeah, we'll bundle the two of them up and see if they can go for more than £1 somewhere. She also had some nice little crystals. This one which has a seal on the top, or sea lion, and this little bit of amethyst there. They were all 50p each, so that was £2. From a different seller I got this for 50p. Think it would make a nice D&D prop. And this, which could be very relevant in my D&D game. Shame, I'll see if I can get rid of those bits of text off the edge there, but that could be very handy indeed. So that was one big lot. A lot of the other stuff came from one other seller too. Let's do the teddy bear next. So this came from the same seller. So it was this weird looking teddy bear. Haven't seen anything like it before. Realised you can unzip it at the back. Looked inside, realised it was reversible. Didn't realise that that's like a devil and that's like an angel. I haven't seen anything like it before. Looked at the tag. Tag said 1985. Distributed by Playgroup 1985. I have no idea what that is, but it looks in very good condition. Maybe it's rare. It's certainly old, so we'll try our luck with that. Anyway, next lot here. So there's this cardboard box, very battered and broken down there. And it was full of all of this and that little bundle there. And so ow, kitten. So I started going through and I was pulling out these. These are the die-cast cars things. And I said, how much are the bits in the box? And the bloke went, it's a job lot. Hate it. Went to walk away and he went, yeah, it's job lot, £2 the lot. And I thought, my God, there's almost 100 items in there. Not that I counted at the time, but I could see there was a lot. Ow, kitten. So most of them are like McDonald's toys from sort of my era. Hercules, Pocahontas, lots of just general bits and pieces like that. Oh, they also had that cool axe for only 10p. So we had that. But when we got home, there is some more modern stuff. There's a couple of Lego minifigures, some sort of Disney duck and some other Disney character thing, I don't know. But for £2, couldn't go wrong. Same seller also had this massive bundle of Roblox things. Now, normally I pick up Roblox figures and I give them to one of the lads at work. But I asked how much she wanted, a £5 for the lot. And at the time I went, nah. And I walked off. And when I came back, I was like, you know what? That's a lot of stuff for a £5. We'll have it. There's more than 50 of those little figurines. Oh, kitten. So yeah, we bought that from her for a £5 as well. Then I bought a second little bundle from them. I asked how much these little bits were. I had the pocket dragons included in that as well. And this Disney Nightmare Before Christmas mystery keyring thing. So the 2 pocket dragons, this little pile, I'm guessing this is Tinkerbell. I thought the bits that go with these 2 little play sets would be in this job lot. They are not, at least as far as I can see, which is a shame. But she wanted a £5. No, she didn't. She wanted £3 for this little lot here. So I thought just for the dragons and this thing, it's probably worth it. Then I saw this and asked how much this was. She wanted £1 for that, so I put it back again. Oh my God, kitten, calm down. Interrupting the video. So then I came back and I found this Deadpool, Wolverine, only in cinemas. I'm guessing this is a popcorn bucket that they did with the movie, which is all bent out of shape. So I filled it with these 2 Lego ice cream dots. They look brand new in the packets. Probably not worth an awful lot, but we chucked them in there like that. We had this Disney keyring, WandaVision, Loki, Falcon, so I don't know. One of those things. This thing that she said was £1. I'm guessing it's from Five Nights at Freddy's, but it has a really cool colour, very nice colour. This Descendants 3 microfiber window panels. I don't know why they don't call them curtains, maybe because they're too thin. So we chucked that in. And this Nightmare Before Christmas keyring. Chucked that in as well. So wanted £3 for that. And then he had a big bundle of these. Now, I don't know what these are. They look like jelly beans, but they're like Marvel jelly beans. I think I counted them up and there was about 17 of them. They all look like they're new in the packet. There is a few over here, but they look all grimy and dirty. I guess they'll turn out to be the rare ones, and these ones will be worthless. But who knows? So 17 of those. So we chucked them in, and he said just call it a £5. So hopefully they will all do all right from that. Let's go to the back here. Got this Jurassic Park Lost World, whatever it is, you know, dinosaur. He was £1. And this really cool skeleton unicorn for 50p. People that we bought all the dodgy magazines from, and we keep buying boxes of magazines from, are back. These were the only magazines they had this week. There's 49 or 50 of them. They wanted a tenner, so not as cheap as I'd like. But there was a Screen album, Helen Sharpio, Bobble Rydell, Souvenir Program, Sound of Music, Screen Album Magazine, Lions of Longleat, nice little bit of local interest there, James Bond Thunderball, Northwest Frontier, and West Side Story, and then all the others are Photo Play Magazine. Some of them have some cool covers, like David Bowie there, and Aliens there. So not sure if they'll be worth what we paid for them, but we live in hope. Young Stu was there. We do like Stu. He sold me this tag team championship belt for £1. Oh, and we got these placemats here. I thought they had a nice sort of like 60s, 70s vibe, and I clean them up and the cats can eat their food off of them. Obviously on bowls, but like, yeah, you can eat them off of there afterwards. And when I got them back to the car, it turns out they say IKEA. But it was 50p for the 4 of them, and it also included this animal skull. Oh, I might as well touch it now. Didn't want to touch it, so I got my hands dirty. This weird skull of maybe a badger or something, and 2 jawbones. I don't know if you can see the jawbones in there. 2 jawbones as well. So it's 50p for the skull, the jawbones, and those 4 placemats. That's not bad. Then this is all the stuff we got from the next car boot sale, the very wet one. Basically, as soon as I arrived, it started absolutely chucking it down. So a lot of the house clearance people were just giving stuff away. So we got these 6 little plates for free. They will be what the cats eat of. So you clean them up, put the cat food on that, and then they can sit on those nice little matty things. All of this was free except for this. This is Schleich. Never seen this one before. It's very cool. And a proper little Lego minifigure as well. Lady wanted £1 for those, so I paid £1 entry and £1 for those 2. And then all of this came from some other house clearance people. As soon as I walked over and started looking at stuff, the rain came down. They just went, everything's free. So I just grabbed stuff. So we got Mr. Men Annual, Record Breakers Annual, Famous 5 Annual, Portland Bill, never heard of him, Mrs. Hedgehog, never heard of her, Pingu, I remember him, Looking TV Annual 1986, Rosie and Jim Annual 1996, and the Monkeys Annual. And then this weird cup, don't know what that's about, Tijuf. We grabbed that free as well. And then all of these magazines. Now, there's mostly just football. They did get a bit ruined because it was absolutely chucking it down. I was trying to get them in my bag and in carrier bags. So there's a lot of team talks, a few soccer monthlies, non-league football. It is all just football related. Will they be worth anything, or will they just go in the recycling bin? Who knows? But for free, it's worth taking the punt, isn't it? So all of that for nothing. Can we turn nothing into something? Who knows? Tune in again next week to find out. So this is this week's haul, guys. Load of freebies, load of Roblox, magazines, placemats. I think we might do all right with some of this stuff. And I'm hoping there might be a couple of things in there that are worth something. Oh, forgot this. It's a nice poster here from Get Some Big Audio Dynamite. From This Is Big Audio Dynamite of Number 10 Upping Street on LP cassette. But look at them. That's some style there. I like the hats, lads. Fair play. No idea who they are. Never heard of them. The poster is a bit battered. But it was in amongst all those free magazines, so it ended up coming home with me anyway. So yeah, hopefully there's something exciting there. Maybe this I'm quite hopeful on, or the Transformer thing there, or the Tiger toy, or maybe the base thing. Maybe we'll just clean these up and bundle these up. Just do a big bundle. Sell all those together, maybe. Who knows if we decide to sell anything. Yeah, so all in all, this was today's haul. I don't think we did bad price-wise. I think we spent like 15, 16, 17.50, 18, 23, 24, 25, 25 plus 8, 33, 38, 39, 40. I think we spent about 40 quid all in, which is an awful lot of stuff for 40 quid. So, yeah, hopefully we do well out of that. Anyway, I hope you guys had just as good a car booting despite the weather. Take care, guys. Bye.